good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on where in the world you are tapping in from, remember that Keep It P podcast is a global show, and today we will be discussing Will Smith is banned from attending Oscars for the next 10 years, and his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, never wanted to get married to him. She didn't want to get married. But she got married anyways. She was pregnant. She said, "What am I going to do?" She didn't want to get married. You didn't stop him from going up there either. That's why I think the whole thing's fake. I've been saying that from the beginning. I'm going to continue to say it. I believe the whole thing was staged for publicity. No such thing as bad publicity. We'll be tuning in next with this breaking news. Really, who cares? But breaking news. Yay, yay. This is the Keep It P podcast, where we take news situations and everyday occurrences, and we show how one could or could not be keeping it P. And today I am your host with breaking news, TZ Von Savage in the place to be. Sucker MCs. Self-hug, self-love, that's a beatbox and a b-boy stance. You may have thought that was corny, but what's even more corny is if we let the culture die, y'all. Please don't let the culture die. And what's even more corny is the continuing talk of these two's relationship. Who cares? We all have relationships. You've had a relationship. And you didn't want nobody all in your business. Yeah, I'm not no actor, but listen, I do this news. And so I won't want nobody all up in my business. See, it's just that simple. But okay, y'all. Will Smith banned from attending Oscars ceremony for 10 years after slapping Chris Rock. I'll give you just a little bit. Will Smith has been banned from attending the Oscar ceremony for the next 10 years after slapping Chris Rock in the face on stage at the awards show. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences said Friday. He already had stepped down, kinda, so I didn't think he'd be attending anyways, but okay. The Academy said the decision was based on the unacceptable and harmful behavior we saw Mr. Smith exhibit on stage. The group that oversees the Oscars issued its decision in a statement signed by its president, David Rubin, and chief executive Don Hudson after a meeting on Friday of its 54-person board of governors. The organization has apologized for its handling of the matter during the show. During our telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room. The statement read, "This was an opportunity for us to set an example for our guests, viewers, and an Academy family around the world, and we fell short. Unprepared for the unprecedented." The reprimand from the Academy comes as a formal response to the incident on Oscar night when Mr. Smith slapped Mr. Rock on stage and then yelled profane comments at him after the comedian made a joke at the expense of Mr. Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, as though there's no profanity at the Oscar shows. Never, never, never. Or at sporting events that we catch on TV. No, 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 no. That never happens. It continues to say, soon after that, Mr. Smith accepted his first Oscar award, picking up the Best Actor prize for his performance in King Richard. The Academy did not say that the actor was disqualified from future Oscar nominations or wins, and it did not revoke his trophy. "I accept and respect the Academy's decision," Mr. Smith said in a statement on Friday. A representative from Mr. Rock did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Mr. Smith last week resigned from the Academy, the organization that oversees the Oscars. Right. He already resigned. So this is really just a nothing burger. I'm not trying to say he should be punished or not punished. I'm simply saying that this is all fictitious and it's a big nothing burger. What I'm saying is, who cares? Stop trying to be accepted. Stop trying to be accepted. Stop trying to be accepted. Representative, it goes on to say he resigned. The 54-year-old actor called his action shocking and painful and inexcusable, and as an ex-member of the Academy, Mr. Smith can no longer cast Oscar ballots. So you will have no more black people casting Oscar ballots. So when you was like, oh, the Oscars is so white, well, and who cares? The actor's statement a week ago included a long list of apologies, starting with Mr. Rock and his family and widening out to viewers who watch the Oscars around the world. Mr. Smith has apologized multiple times, first to the Academy and his fellow nominees in the Oscar speech, then to Mr. Rock in an Instagram post the next day, and then again his statement last Friday. The Academy's decision came faster than some award watchers anticipated. The group had signaled it might not announce a decision until after a board meeting on April 18th. You just apologized for not doing nothing. So why would award watchers think this was early? Starting this month and extending for the next decade, Mr. Smith cannot attend any Academy events either in person or virtually, according to the statement, including but not limited to the Academy Awards. Who cares? After celebrating his win on Oscar night, Mr. Smith woke up to a wave of criticism for his behavior in the World Show. What looked like one of the best moments in the actor's life quickly turned into, listen, man, I'm not reading no more of this. You get the point. Just wanted to bring it to you to break and join, read it a little bit, break it down a smidge, but there's really nothing to break down because it's a big nothing burger. And who cares? Stop trying to be accepted. First, you got to accept yourself. Won't you do that, Will? Huh? Are you going to accept yourself? That's what you need to do. You ever try that? I need you to do that. You always want to be, see, you got tired of being accepted and being the good guy, see? And then you're getting trampled all over and you're getting tired of it. You're getting tired of it. I still think it's fake now. Don't get me wrong. I still think it's fake, and fake. I'm standing on that. I'm not gonna back up off of that. He could come out and tell me himself that it was fake. I mean that it wasn't fake, and I wouldn't believe it. Period. Period. Let's go into this she never wanted to be married mess. Because there's a lot of y'all like, oh, he went and stood up for his wife. She never wanted to be married in the first place. She gave him the wink like you missed your line. That's what I'm standing on. She got mad as an actress, and he's an actor, that he missed his cue to go and slap cuz. Jada Pinkett Smith never wanted to marry Will. She cried at horrible wedding. Jada Pinkett Smith confessed that she really didn't want to get married to Will Smith. Keep in mind, also there's a video of her saying, of him saying that she's using him for clout. But look, this is one of the longest standing black marriages in Hollywood. Look at how they're trying to pick and pry and peel it apart and come after black love. Now, I don't care how you feel about each one of them as individuals. Don't care, but they've been in Hollywood doing their thing. I don't care about the rumors of an open marriage or none of that. But what I do know is there's not a lot of black Hollywood couples. There's not a lot of Hollywood couples, period. Now, I don't care about you being Hollywood and all that, but I do care that kids, black kids, get to see black love if it's not in their own home. It should be in your house where you love on them and show them black love, and mamas and daddies and baby mamas, baby daddies. You shouldn't be arguing, and y'all should still love each other because at one time there was something. Y'all committed an act, and out of that act came a shorty that you guys should love. So I don't like the attack on black love. In fact, the Matrix actress now on the roastings spit on Smith's infamous Oscar smackdown of Chris Rock and the Academy's decision Friday to ban him from the ceremony for 10 years, admitted to crying down the clout chasing. Crying down the freaking aisle before tying the knot with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star on New Year's Eve in 1997. I was under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant and just didn't know what to do, declared Pinkett Smith, 50, in a freshly exhumed snippet from a Red Table Talk Facebook series, I Never Wanted to Be Married. In the clip from 2018, which has resurfaced and renewed controversy around her louch entanglement with R&B singer August Alsina, 29, Pinkett Smith candidly recalls her mother, Adrienne Banfield-Norris, also known as Gammy, 68, forcing her and Will to wed after she became pregnant with her first son together, Jaden, now 23. I really didn't want to get married, Smith said, reinstated while sitting around the circular table with her mom as well as Smith, 53, and their daughter, Willow, 21. We only got married because Gammy was crying, a chuckling Smith informed Willow. It was almost as if Gammy was like, you have to get married, so let's talk about the wedding, said Pinkett Smith, prompting Banfield-Norris to confess, I remember feeling strongly and wanted you guys to be married. The Girls Trip star's mother was just 18 when she became pregnant with Pinkett Smith and briefly married her father, Robsol Pinkett Jr. Okay, so then you knew how that worked out then. You knew how that worked out. The gunshot, the shotgun wedding, you seen how that worked out. I do remember wanting you and Will to get married, but I don't remember your rejection of the ideal of marriage, Banfield-Norris added. I remember the rejection of the ideal of wedding, but not of a marriage. Pinkett Smith then recalled being browbeaten into big day submission. And now Gammy done gone to Will crying about, I don't want a wedding, and now I'm being forced to have a wedding, she said. I just wanted to be the two of us on a mountain because I was like, this is serious business. Will and Jada married in the Gothic style Cloisters Castle in a suburb of her hometown, Baltimore, Maryland, and despite their picturesque venue, Pinkett Smith and her mother both acknowledged that it was less than stellar. You forced them to do it. The wedding was horrible, Banfield-Norris conceded. It was a mess. Jada was sick and she was very unpleasant. She didn't cooperate with anything. Just some information. We don't do discouraging on here, but you got ears. Laughing, Pinkett Smith agreed, saying, and I was so upset that I had to have a wedding, and I was so pissed I went crying down the freaking aisle. I cried the whole way down the aisle. Conversely, Smith, who in March earned his first Oscar for a masterful portrayal of Venus and Serena's father, Richard Williams, 80, in the feature film King Richard, was positively giddy on their wedding day. There wasn't a day in my life that I wanted anything other than being married and having a family, he said during the episode. From literally 5 years old, I was picturing what my family would be. So listen, y'all peeping all this, right? who wants to be in a relationship and who really doesn't, and whose ideal maybe it is for open marriage and whose ideal maybe it ain't. Somebody who been thinking of being married since 5 years old. I'm just saying. Pinkett Smith's visceral aversion to their nuptials notwithstanding, she and Smith ultimately agreed that getting hitched was in fact the right call. And Banfield Norris apologized for failing to respect her daughter's protest about a wedding and for being selfish by insisting on a lavish ceremony, owning to the fact that Pinkett Smith is her only child. The reemerged Red Table Talk tape comes on the heels of more investigated footage from the couple's rocky recent past. Per a 2019 Instagram live clip, a seemingly annoyed Smith reprimanded his wife for broadcasting him on social media without his prior consent. "Don't just start filming me without asking me," said Smith in response to Pinkett Smith showing his face on camera while asking, Would you say therapist Ether Perel has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?" And when the actress dismissed her husband's upset as foolishness, Smith retorted, "My social media presence is my bread and butter. So you can't just use me for social media. Don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't start rolling." So far, neither Smith nor Jada Pinkett was publicly commenting on the resurfaced video. Oh my gosh, that was exhausting. Wow, who cares, man? Now, what did we learn here today, kids? 2 things. Banned from the Oscars is nothing. Who cares? He shouldn't have cared anyways. This should be a nothing. Pretend like it's something, but it's a nothing. This is a nothing burger. 2, we see what the relationship's about. Well, 2, let's celebrate Black love. We shouldn't be encouraging, embracing Black love, cultivating it, nurturing Black love. That's what we should be doing. Okay, not trying to tear it apart, not trying to dissect it, not trying to shut it down. Okay, that's what we should be doing. Now, how they choose to handle their relationship is them. But you can obviously tell, what's going on now. If you can't tell who the trouble is there, Jackson, maybe that's why your relationship is sucking right now. That's all I'm going to say, but that ain't my business. But I ain't going to hold you. I'm just going to mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on cold. Shout out, Jay, Lava. We ain't trying to tell you how to think. We're trying to show you how to think. You got to use your head. Hello, McFlizzle. Make sure you hit that subscribe so you can get the notifications when they decide to send them. Go to all the platforms, the Twitters, all of that. I need you to go to all of that. And I need one favor, another favor. Not one, I need many favors because we should show favor to one another. That's about being on code. But please help declare anti-Black racism a public health crisis. And always 4 words: love, peace, blessings, and aloha, y'all.
Music TV.
Everybody know you get the money from that ride before you went on stage. I told you motherfucker ain't got your money yet, man. Fuck you, man. You ain't got the money yet.
Fuck you think you is, man. Motherfucking supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol up.
I got it. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got
He been hula hooping through loopholes, working round shit. You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemon rain die. I gotta go, gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you trip.
Hey, Ray Ray.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen.
Rushing cream leaves, keep oil, premium bud. Man, I hustle in the street, but I'm a freak with the love.
Bring that ass over, tryna bring it back. I'm a big dog, tryna bring it back. I'ma slide in the way to bring it back. Let a nigga.
All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it.
Music TV.